It's raining here in Los Angeles today, and while that might not be a big deal for most people elsewhere in the world or in the country, it is here in Los Angeles because it doesn't rain that often. So I was driving down the street on my way to the doctor's office this afternoon, and as I'm driving down the street, through the corner of my eye, I saw a rainbow. Well, I had a few minutes to kill, so I made a U-turn and parked and got out of the car and went over to the corner of the intersection where I saw the rainbow and looked up in the sky. And there was this big, thick rainbow. It wasn't an arch. It didn't go like this, but it was really thick and vibrant and filled with all kinds of different amazing colors, and the colors danced and they were iridescent. It was just really inspiring and almost magical, actually, because around the rainbow it was cloudy and kind of gray and reflective. So it was a really cool visual experience. So while I'm standing there, there's another guy standing about 5 feet next to me, and I said, "Isn't that cool?" And he looked at me up and he said, "What?" I said, "The rainbow." He said, "There's no rainbow there, man." I said, "Yes, there is." He said, "There's no rainbow. You're crazy." I said, "There's a rainbow right there." He looked up and he said, "I think you're on drugs." I grabbed him by the shoulder, by the arm, and I pulled him 2 feet closer to me, and I said, "Look." And he said, "Wow, that is amazing." And the two of us stood there looking. A few seconds later, he said to someone else that was walking by, "Look at that rainbow." And they said, "What rainbow?" He grabbed that person by the arm and literally did to them what I did to him and pulled them into the line of perspective to the rainbow. And in about 5 minutes, there were like 7 or 8 of us standing around in the street corner gazing amazingly at this rainbow. And it made us feel amazingly inspired, and it was just really transformative to share this with a group of people. And the whole thing about a rainbow is that it's an illusion. It doesn't really exist. You can't reach out and touch it, and it doesn't exist. But you know what? I contend it does exist because it changed every person that was standing there's whole perspective. So here's my question for you. How often are you standing or looking right at something? Is something right in front of you? Is something so obvious to everyone else and you just don't see it? And if you just took a step, a foot or two or three to the side, or you got closer, or you looked at it differently, or you thought about it differently, or you approach it from a new angle, or you change your whole attitude about it. How often do we encounter wonderful things in our lives, in our businesses, in our existence, in our life experience that we don't allow ourselves to really appreciate because we're locked into our dogmatic mental state? So here's my challenge for you tonight. Take this weekend, take tonight, take tomorrow, take Sunday to embrace what life is all about. Change your perspective. Ask someone for help. Try something new. Go a different way. Let go of something you've been holding on to. Release an objection that you've been relenting on. Do something different. Be a different way. Go a different approach. That's my assignment for you this weekend. What do you think? Let me know. I'm Mike Herman, and I hope that you find your rainbows this weekend.